Hello everyone, Allison Dank, Sashimi, Grimble, Nisi, V-Stag, Nick Richards. What's up, pilgrims? So thankfully I don't have any more sad stories to tell everyone. Luke Trilobite, hello. Good evening, Mason, Josh, JW. Doing pretty well, Luke. Thanks for asking. I ordered a ton of fish to make myself feel better. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, Jim Jobs, long time. Susan is here. Hello, Susan. Did you order Medusa plecos? No, I did not order a Medusa. Brittany Judd, how you doing? You watched Beauty and the Beast? Nope. I'll never watch that. Mason says, I lost one of my L129 plecos today. Something is in the air. Yeah, I still don't know what happened, and never gonna know. Nothing better than new fish. Yeah, and new fish that I've never had before, too, so that's kind of cool. My angel says, too bad I have to go to soccer practice. Oh, that's a far better use of your time. Hey Bob, how did you like your steak? I haven't had one yet. Good old 6-shooter from Texas. Bob, why so serious? I'm kind of tired. I woke up at 3 this morning to go to work, so just a little tired. Sashimi says Sultan, already have those. Queen Arabesque or King Tiger, already have those. But no. No Queen Arabesque. Rest in peace, plecos. Yep. Rest in peace. Goldfish? No, not goldfish. Why do you do this to me and make me watch ads so I can continue to make content for you? But thanks for watching it. Charles Fish Tanks, how you doing, buddy? Just got a $10 coupon from my local fish store. Guess who's getting new fish? I'm gonna guess you, C. May Berry, 2266. Susan for SLC says, Jimmy, any guppies yet? What's my real job? My real job is IT related. Kevin says, hello from California. Well, hello from Washington. On the way, Susan. I got like 6 trios coming. Jim's rolling in the money now that he's a professional video editor. Aqua Operations, it's going pretty well, thank you. Trilobite says he needs more tanks. I think we all do. Any experience with oxalotls? Nope. So far, even when I was in reptiles and keeping amphibians, I still never had any desire for oxalotls. Cole says, any idea on why cichlid stones, especially the bulk packs, are so hard to find right now? No, I have no idea. I didn't know that they were hard to find right now. Did you check Ken's fish? Actually, he's always out of Ken's fish. Bob, have you joined the Fish Keeper map yet? Nope. There's only one other person from Washington last time I checked, and it was Corey. Hello from Idaho, the potato state. Bob Height Snowden in his 125. Maybe my 240. Well, IT Tech. I knew you had more than fish going. Hello from Scotland. Hello. Does anybody watch Big J Aquatics? I do from time to time, Terry. I will tell you, Chaz, I was lurking on your live stream, although I did not comment. Susan, me, and Lucas and I attended ITT Tech. I never said I attended ITT Tech. I just said I was in my job is IT related. Steenfott Aquatics always doing the stream when I have homework. Well, do it Do it at school. Homework is lame. True or false? Duckweed has more than 10% protein. I feel like that's a trick question, so I'm just gonna say true. Michael's Fish Room, how you doing, buddy? Island Queen Aquarium says, hi, Bob, and remember to hit the like button. I forgot myself. Once again, I'm going to like my own video. Are you selling plecos? I'm looking for colorful ones. Not currently, but that is a good segue into this package I got today. Can you see that? AQ package, aquarium. I'm a standing aquarium. Your one-stop shop for aquatic packaging. This might make some people happy, but I don't know how happy it makes me. If I can even open it. Lauren's here. What's up, Brian? Man. See, this is why you don't spend $11 on a multi-tool. Because it can't even cut tape. Or wait. Yeah, that's the right side. What's up? Plecos are sore subject. I wouldn't say they're a sore subject, but I did order more. I'm going to like your video, Bob, but I'm going to like it slow. Sharon says, thanks for saving me a ton on my last order at Aquarium Co-op. Awesome. Yep, the big Steen promo code will never go away, hopefully. Oh. Just bags. But these are breather bags. As I just rip it, pulling it out. Well, I don't know. Pretty durable. But these are cordon breather bags, meaning you don't put any oxygen when you ship fish. So they're perfect for, like, I don't know, shrimp. Basically, they're not good for plecos and not good for bettas, things like that. But yeah, so slowly building up my stock of supplies to ship live animals. I forgot to order heat packs though. So now I got to order heat packs. Hey Bob, I missed it. Do you ship fish now? I'm working on it. I've shipped one fish last week and it went well. So now I'm slowly building up my supplies. Ooh, John Wayne. That's what I think about that. Oh, I can't put you in timeout? Oh, but I'm the boss. I should be able to put you in timeout even if you're a mod. Weak. Oh, there he goes. Ha ha ha. Unless he apologized. Oh, yeah. You're lucky you don't get banned. Reef and Library Aquatics has to leave to go do homework. Well, thanks for stopping in for a second. Did I find out what happened? I did not. I have a 72 gallon tank with Pseudotropheus crabro, fully grown. Any fish, even of equal size, he kills. Any suggestions? Sell him. So I've had a Pseudotropheus crabro, but they grew up as fry with every other fry in the tank, and so I'm guessing that's why it wasn't a problem. Yep, no hating on the Duke. No hating on the Duke. What kind are you going to start shipping? I might ship my cheap cherry shrimp, because people are always looking for cheap cherry shrimp, and plecos. And I don't know. I'm sure as the more I ship and the more confident I get, the wider my selection of fish will become. Because while I don't specifically breed a lot of fish, they do breed on their own. So I always end up with a bunch of fish. No problem, stream for at least 2.5 hours and I'll catch the end of this one. No, only going an hour. I only do an hour during the week now. Reminds me of the movie Running Scared, when the kid hates on the Duke and gets his stepdad all mad. Here's a fun fact. I own every single John Wayne movie on VHS. Would you ever sell some of the guppies from your breeding fish for profit tank? Possibly. Those would work well in these breather bags, so possibly. I would love a couple of your red plecos. The super reds I'll probably sell locally, just because it's way easier. But I'm gonna start ramping them up. I haven't bred them. I purposely haven't been breeding them, simply because I haven't had the room for the fry. But rearranging a few things so I can start breeding them again, and also start breeding my long-fin green dragons. Aqua Operations says John Wayne is my favorite. Yep. What's VHS? Aqua Operations says I'm pretty local, Bob. Bob, so tell us about yourself. Do you work? Yes. Are you married? No. Kids? No. That is not showing the fish fam love. What fish go well with an MBU Maboo puffer? Well, I'd be willing to say that almost anything would go well with a anything community-wise. Because if you look at Corey's, he has his with guppies and orange shrimp. I have mine with rainbow fish. So I don't think that they're these terrors that everyone makes them out to be. They're just big puppy dogs. That is a Dustin answer if I ever heard one. I don't know which one you're referring to now. Ever heard of a red Titanic Pleco? Yes, they're super expensive. If so, how much did you see it for? A local is asking $250 for 4 inches. That sounds about right. They are super duper expensive. Chuck Norris studied John Wayne to understand how to be a badass. Yeah. See, the thing with John Wayne is that he was a badass in real life, too. Not just in his movies. Know any good glass cleaning animal? Bristlenose plecos. Rubber lip plecos. It's going to be plecos or nothing. Is this you, John Wayne? Is it me? Oh, Nicholas. Yeah, we're all on rough times right now. Update on his koi that was missing his lower jaw. He did pass away last night. Yeah, it wasn't looking pretty. Oh, is Flynn here? Did I miss Flynn? Bob, I need to name my first L14 for Pleco. Any name suggestions? I have a hard time naming my own fish, Flynn. Puffers can be aggressive with same species. Oh, yeah. I guess I should have clarified that, Susan. Thanks for bringing that up. Obviously, don't put a Maboo puffer with another Maboo puffer, or even like a Fahaka puffer. Make sure it's the only puffer in the tank. Autos clean glass well. Yep. Another Pleco. It's high noon. How many tanks do you have? It's pretty close to 30 running and another 30 empty in my garage. I'll have another. I'm doing a complete fish room tour pretty soon, so that video should be coming out. I don't know. I have a pretty long backlog of videos right now, so it'll probably be like 3 weeks. Steenfott Aquatics, my bristlenose Pleco doesn't move at all. He just sucks on his piece of wood all day. Well, he's not sucking on the wood. He's just hanging out. Bristlenose Plecos don't eat wood. Jack says, chances are he's eating at night. They are nocturnal. I'd buy some cherries from you, Steen. Been waiting to try shrimping. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's a pretty good sized bag. So I don't know. Plus, you know, I'm kind of leery about selling shrimp because I'm certainly not Lucas and I'm not Flip Aquatics. I really don't have high quality shrimp, so I would hate for people to buy shrimp and then I send them a bunch of brown ones because I don't breed them for high quality. I just have them because I think they're awesome. And when I sell them, like when I take them into the fish store, I just take a net, scoop them out, however many's in the net, I just put in a bag and take in. I don't pick out the reddest ones, and I would do the same thing if I sold them. Fresh H2O Tank says, what do you think of L333, which are awesome? Ever think of breeding them, or have you? I would probably breed them. It's another high pensistrus, which should be fairly easy to breed. And I have had them, but I sold them. Sashimi Whiskey says 72 away from 50K. I know, I want to see the video. Well, I've already seen it, but just make 70 counts to sub to Corey and you'll beat him by 1 day. Susan says Josh Allen Java fern is mid-height plants. They don't grow over 9 inches. That's not entirely true. There's about 30 to 40 known different species of Java fern in the hobby, and some of them grow really tall. Steenfott Aquatics, I think selling those shrimp are okay if they are priced accordingly. Oh yeah, I wouldn't gouge. I mean, locally when I sell them, I sell 20 for $20. So, I feel like that's cheap enough that you get what you get and you can't complain. But it's a little different locally when you're face to face because people are a lot more nice, whereas on the internet, people are a little more brazen. I was saying Charles is gonna win the 50K. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I thought I picked the 28th. I don't remember. Jim, is the video gonna be released the minute he hits 50K? David says, do you heat tanks or the room? Both. So most of the fish that I actually want to breed, I heat the tanks to make sure that it doesn't go below, because most of the fish I breed, I let them breed in the tank. I don't separate fry, and so I don't want the fry to be born in like 70-degree water and just die. So there are some of my tanks that I heat, but I do heat the entire room, and I heat it with just the dehumidifier. That's all it takes to heat my room. Keeps it at about 75 degrees. Ken Bacher 101 says, I got quite a few new subs. Thank you, Chaz. Yeah, Chaz is like the new commando of the fish family. That dude's everywhere. I love it. My green terror is laying on the bottom of the tank but still alive. I just did a 70% water change. What should I do? Do you see anything physically wrong with them as far as spots, red gills, anything like that? Will mosquito larvae turn into mosquitoes in your tank? I would assume so. I mean, your tank would be just like laying them outside in a puddle or a pond. Hey, there's Big J Aquatics. Someone was asking about you earlier. Bob, do you rub your dehumidifier all the time? No, am I supposed to? Oh, run. I probably should have known that. No. So there's about a 4 to 5 hour period in the day where all my tanks, all my lights are on, and I turn the dehumidifier off during that 5 hour period. So when everything's on, all the lights, if all the heaters kick on while the dehumidifier is running, it'll blow the circuit. So for that 5 hour window, I don't have the dehumidifier running. Chaz says, I went MIA for 3 days this weekend, so my daughter was in the hospital, so I'm not everywhere. Well, you were in the hospital, so that's somewhere. Hopefully she's doing well. Big J Aquatics hit 600 subscribers. Congratulations. Yeah, that 1,000 milestone is definitely probably one of the hardest. Why you don't answer my question, Bob? Okay. You see your name is still not fixed. Aquarium of cichlids. How much do I sell my Kenya cichlid fry at? It depends on where you're at. Everywhere it's different. What size should I sell them? Depends on how much money you want to get for them. Does letting pair up make them cost more? Yes. So, one, I've never seen one for sale around here, so I can't even give you a basis on what I think they go for. You're just going to have to check your local fish stores. Maybe if you have a local aquarium club, check there. Otherwise, I have no idea what they sell for. But obviously, the bigger you let them grow, the more you can sell them for, if there's a market for them. And if they pair off and you have a pair, pairs always sell for more. Nothing physically wrong with the green terror. Is he old? Is Pleco doing the 75 for $75 again? Only in select markets, and my market is not one of them. Yep. Dang says none of the stores in my area are carry 75s. Same with mine. Steve Edwards says, Bob, external, internal, sump, or sponge filter for your 33 gallon. Well, what's going into it? If you have a high bio load, then I would do a sump or a canister filter. If you have a low bio load, then I would do just a sponge filter. Have you ever kept L133? Yes, I have. Loving the channel, Bob, and inspiration to us aspiring online stores, taking pointers from you, Lup, Corey, Scrimp Life. Good. I don't know if I have any intentions of ever actually being an online store, but Aquarium Cichlid says, okay, anyone want some Kenyan cichlids? Kenyan. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Kenyai? I don't know. No, brand new, just got them yesterday. Well, we definitely need to know your water parameters. Temperature, is your tank brand new setup? Has it cycled yet? Because it sounds like you might have some ammonia. Michael's Fish Room says, some will price match though. Yep, PetSmart price matches, and they don't charge you the insane amount of tax. But the PetSmart only carries 10, 20 long, and 40 breeders. Corey uses 45s in his store. I guess I missed. What are we referring to there, Dank? I'm caught up in too many different conversations right now. And my chat just froze, and I'm freezing. Oh yeah, Bob, update on the African cichlid pond. I have 4 fish in there. Tilapia, white top, which are awesome. Obi beacock, which I don't like, but they're still cool. SP44 and Aluacara benchai, which are awesome. Waiting for others to breed before moving them. Yeah, I've never really understood the craze of the peacock, or not the peacock, but the OB, but that's just me. Bob has enough tanks in the garage. I luck out. My Pleco usually has 275s on day 1. I would buy them every time and resell them. Probably not worth the trouble though. All the room it takes up. What's a good fish that can go in a 65 degrees? I'm assuming in a 5 gallon. You could probably do like white cloud minnows, just a couple of them though. Chameleon Gaming says, you said that bristlenose plecos don't need driftwood, but Aquadvisor says they do as long as 95% of the forums asking the same question. Bristlenose plecos are herbivores. They do not eat wood. If you see them munching on wood, there's probably some sort of algae that's growing on the wood, but they do not eat wood. That is a known fact. Not opinion, fact. Occasional Aquatics, good evening. I have you in the background. Sweet. Big J, they are easy to low, medium light. Anubias and Fern are slow growers, though. Josh says you should definitely ship some of your rainbow. Well, I'm definitely never selling my rainbow fish. Wood is not meat, dude. Yeah, that's true. It's storming here. Gotta go for a while. I'll be back later. Thank you for stopping by, Susan. Hope you don't lose power or anything. How often do you change water on a saltwater tank, or is freshwater, or is this a freshwater channel only? Well, I don't have saltwater, so maybe if there's anyone here that has saltwater, they can chime in. But when I had a saltwater tank, I still did once a week. But it was also a 14-gallon BioCube, so. Racing's Natural Aquarium, how you doing? What fish can breed in a 10-gallon besides guppies that won't need a new tank for the roughage, which is supposed to aid in... Oh, I just combined 2 comments. What fish can breed in a 10-gallon besides guppies that won't need a new tank for the fry to grow out? Besides guppies, there's a few different live bears, like the Heterandria formosa, the 4-spot live bear is another one. Any smaller live bear. You could do, you can even do egg scatters if you had enough places to hide. Bob says, hey Bob, just got done running through foot deep mud chasing Holsteins into the coral. Holsteins? Steenfott Aquatics, you should definitely ship some fish to Buffalo, New York. How about that, Bob? I probably have some fish that would make it. Banana plant is your favorite plant out there? I've never owned a banana plant. I don't know, they just look weird to me. Is it common for a snail to come out of a shell? I don't think so. The only time I've seen them come out of their shell is when they're gonna die. Let's see. Do clown plecos need driftwood in their diet? That one I'm not 100% sure on, but I know they are carnivores. So all you have to do is look at their teeth. So if you want to know if they're herbivore, carnivore, wood eaters, or omnivore, you just look at their teeth and that'll tell you. So that's why you can look at bristlenose and they have a ton of small teeth. So that means they're herbivores. They cannot eat wood because their teeth cannot break up the wood. Whereas if you look at wood eaters like Panax species, they have like 4 huge teeth for chomping on wood. Ken Morris with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Ken. Thanks for the invaluable information. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Hey guys, why isn't anyone thumbing up? Oh man, that's a good question. Hey, we have 160 people. That's pretty good for a Monday. I'm thinking of getting into saltwater, especially now I have 120 pounds of coral sitting around in my lounge room. Yeah, it would be fun. Do you like freshwater rays? Yes, I think they're awesome. Would I ever keep one? Probably not, because I don't have a big enough aquarium. When you redo... Oops. Just scrolled up. We got another $5 super chat from Gribble Grumble. Thank you, thank you. Now where was I? Oh boy, did Bob dab? I've never even come close to doing a dab. Man, I'm way behind. Do you like freshwater rays? There I was. Yes, but I don't have any tanks big enough. When you redo your fish room, how many tanks will you have running? As many as I can fit in there. I'm definitely probably not downsizing, so I'm hoping to stick around that 25 number. If you start selling, I'll buy a dozen Lamprologus. What kind of Lamprologus? Holsteins or cows, Bob? Okay, I'm glad somebody said that. Never dab again. Yep, I've never dabbed and I never will. Where are you located? I'm in Washington State. How big of a tank can you buy before you have to worry about bracing under the floor on a second-story room? Ooh, so there's a lot of variables there. I mean, if your house is older, probably not very big, but I've never done much research in it simply because I don't even want to risk it. But I know, like, Lucas from LRB Aquatics had a 180-gallon on his second floor without any problems. So I think it kind of depends on your house. I want a BioCube, but they cost so much. Big J Aquatics, you have to get your BioCubes off Craigslist. There was one here for $20 the other day. $20 for a BioCube. My snail died. Yep. I've lost about 12 of them in the last month or so. I need 5 super red bristlenose juveniles, Bob. Would you recommend a canister filter for a 33-gallon? Steve, it depends on what I was putting in it. If I was doing like plecos that create a lot of waste, then yes, I would. But it really depends on what I'm putting in it. LOL, no, but he told Corey not to. Yeah, and he did it twice. Now he's going to do it out of spite. Every time I tell him not to, he'll probably do it out of spite. Clowns need wood. There you go. I can't wait till I can do super chat. My local... I thought you can. I've gotten super chats from you. Or you mean you can't wait till you can receive super chats? Only 400 more to go. Oh, and we just got another one making my way down. My LFS has an amazing 110-gallon tall. It's my dream. Yeah, that's a really interesting footprint. You can do a lot of cool stuff with that. You and Corey should come to St. Louis next month. I wish. I wish. I am shipping from Washington State. Ship to Michigan. Yes, I would. Can I please be a mod, Bob? You don't ask, you don't get it, right? Oh. Captain Savage Aquatics. Uh-oh. Hi, Bob. It's Brian Corcoran Aquatics. Let me know, I'm assuming, what you think of my new name. I was wondering where this Captain Savage guy was coming from. Captain Savage Aquatics. I like it. I mean, I liked your old name too. I'm curious why you changed it though. Or you're an imposter and you're not Brian Corcoran's Aquatics. Oh, best name in the world, Brian. Savage. Captain Savage. Any warning sign if the tank ends up being too big for the flooring without going under to look at the beams? I'm certainly not a structural engineer, so I don't know that you want my advice. If you start hearing it creaking and bowing, I'd probably run. Can you tell me how to stop buying more fish all the time? Quit your job. No money, no fish. Bob, what's your day job? My day job is related to IT. So many conspiracy... Oh, I'm missing conspiracy theories? What are some good warm water tank mates for German blue rams? I have a 40 gallon with only one pair. A lot of people like to do cardinal tetras because they like the warmer temperature. You could probably get away with some warmer temperature plecos as well that like the warmer temps. That is something. If you ask me that question in a week, I'll have a lot better answer for you, because that's something that I need to start researching. Hint, hint, if anybody wants to know some of the new fish I got. Bob, would you deliver to Idaho? I wouldn't hand deliver. Not ship, deliver. No, I'm not driving to Idaho. That offer is still up. You can sleep in your car in front of my house. Nope. You also learned how to use a cattle prod today? I'm glad I don't know how to use that. Bob, have you ever fed a mosquito larvae, and what are the benefits? Well, the benefits are live food, and live foods are always better, in my opinion. And yes, I have done it. But I didn't do it long enough to notice like any change in color or behavior. But I have done it. I mean, my rainbows love it. Thoughts on silver arowana minimum tank size? So those things get like 3 feet, right? So if I was to keep a silver arowana, this is just me, I'd want it in like 8 feet long by probably 4 feet deep at least. Sorry I'm late. Notice was slow again. Well, at least you got it this time, Dwayne. Where am I at here? Man, I'm really laggy. Let me just check the stream health. Yeah, something's going on. Hopefully I don't drop. Tomorrow night I'm going to Menards. I don't know why, but I think that's a funny name. To buy a small Tetra Pond filter for my 300 gallon guppy pond I'm setting up outside. Or setting up this summer. I'd be curious to think what you, or how you like it. I've seen those big Tetra Pond filters. I've always been curious. Bob, would you say that you're making your way downtown walking fast? No. Bob, did you celebrate when you hit 1,000 subscribers? I didn't do like any giveaways or anything, but yeah. So 100 and 1,000 they say are the hardest milestones. Bob, you got mentioned in a video by Life by Brian. He did a freshwater aquarium tour in China. Great video, check it out. Pass him a sub. Life by Brian, that sounds familiar. Let me look. Why do people only have one arowana? Life by Brian. Oh, that channel doesn't even come up for me. Try one more time. Who is the person you and Corey are gonna collab? See, my chat's frozen again. I don't know what that noise is. Hopefully I'm still here though. Hey man, where you been? Everything okay? Well, I don't think you're talking to me. Oh, it's Manchurian Play Place? Well, no wonder I couldn't find his freaking channel. How long ago, man? I was like, gosh. I hate everyone's changing their channel names. I hate it. How am I supposed to keep up with everyone? Here, like, I've been going crazy because I think YouTube has been unsubbing people from my account, or making me unsub people, and everyone's just changing their name. Yeah, Life by Brian's video shows a 1,000-gallon tank filled with hundreds of rainbow fish. Okay, well now I can check it out. Best fish for profit, guppies. Lup Diesel, do you accept local pickups? Oh, did I miss it? Is he here? I'm pretty sure he does. As long as you're not a psycho serial killer. Oh, he is here. Hey, Lup Diesel. Hey, Rob. Still waiting on my t-shirt. Haven't seen you invent in a while. What's going on? Yeah, I know you're busy. He is in China. Yes, I know all about Manchurians. I've done, I don't know, quite a few shout-outs because I love his channel. Hello, I'm here. Bob, did you see the emergency koi post in your group page? Poor thing. I was too late to help and I'm feeling bad. Yeah, we all saw it on Saturday night. We all looked at it and gave our advice on Saturday. Chaz, if your OBS is laggy, then lower the settings or get more RAM for your computer. Oh, duh, that's what's going on, because I added 3 videos. Alright, I'm getting rid of these videos. Let's see. Delete. This one. Delete. Oh, so much smoother. Alright, apparently I need more RAM too. I totally forgot that I added those videos up there, even though I'm staring right at them. I'll get back to you on how well it works, Bob. Sweet. Life by Brian is the new name for Manchurian's Play Place. Kyle's Fish Room says he got to 100 subs yesterday. Yeah, that's a good milestone. That's a really good milestone. I must be way behind chat. Am I way behind? Yes, I haven't forgot about you. Yeah. Combs Aquatics, how you doing? Short and Anxious in the house. Yep. I am always on the live streams, all of them, but I don't write much. Just too busy. I do a lot of lurking too. I'm always around on people's live streams, and then they mention my name, and I'm like, oh, and then I'll say something. Well, I shouldn't say always. Bob, I will never change my name. Thank you. I've almost changed my name a few times, so I mean, I get it. I silenced the stupid thing. I hate phones. Hey, I got a question about Instagram. Are there any Instagram people here? Is there a way to make someone not follow you? Like, can I ban someone so they don't follow me? I have like a crazy porn star following me that says really inappropriate things and I don't like it. But I don't know how to get rid of her. Do I run any Sun canister filters? Nope. I run one Odyssey canister filter, which is kind of like that eBay brand thing, and then one FX6. Those are the only ones I run. Cool, when you ever have time. KKK, let's see. How's it going? Just want to make sure. I scrolled past a ton of stuff here. Chaz is blowing up and coming. Yeah. I saw he was green screening too. It's pretty awesome. I just silenced my phone and there it goes again. Great, now I feel worse, Bob. You're mean. Why? There was nothing you could do to save that fish, so you being there on Saturday would not have saved the fish. I mean, just like there is nothing I could do to save my plecos. Is the porn star a bot? Oh, I'm sure of it. Although it would be cool if I had a stalker. That would mean I'm somebody, right? Crazy porn star following Bob around. Kind of hard to feel bad for you. I'm sure it's not a real one. Okay, here we go. There should be a block button. Go to their page, and then in the top right, there should be an icon like 3 dots. Then click it and hit block. Okay, good. IC says Bob rocks. See, the problem is I like to do everything from my computer, not my phone. I hate phones. I hate smartphones. I hate everything about them. And like Instagram on the computer is way different. You can't do hardly anything. You have at least 162 stalkers watching you right now. Well, how many thumbs up do I have? Do I gotta yell at people? Oh, I did hit 100. Look at that. Sweet. Cody says, I watch all the live streams, thank you, but usually I'm at work, so I don't chat. I think I've got like 5 live streams right now that are not released. I think in like 5 years I'll release them. Aqua Operation says, I hate phones too. Yeah, I hate smartphones. And I held out for a very long time. People made fun of me for years for still having flip phones. Pine Tree Looms, how you doing, buddy? How many thumbs up? What? I don't know. We were over 100, so that always makes me happy. The Nerdy Fish, how you doing? I had a catastrophic event. My 10-gallon exploded. Holy cow! My cat jumped off the heavy wooden cast post, and the post hit the 10-gallon and blew out the side panel. I lost most of my fry behind the stove. Ouch. Ouch. I lost a laptop to my dog. That was pretty rough. Definitely not as bad as losing live animals, though. I like butter. I don't know if that's your name, but that's how I'm saying it. I always have. Hey, Bob. What are your thoughts on ranchus and lion heads with neon tetras and a Mabu puffer? Well, your neon tetras are probably going to get eaten by the goldfish, and I'm not sure that it would be a good match with a Mabu puffer. I'm sure somewhere out there someone's done it, but I would never do it. So that doesn't mean that it can't be done. I'm just saying it's something that I would never do. You have to be smarter than your phone. Come on. The guy that hits the dislike button isn't here. It's happening to a lot of streams. Oh, I don't mind dislikes. I like a dislike just as much as a like. Because a dislike, I've said this before, a dislike pays me the same amount as a like. So as long as you do one or the other, that's all I care about. I have an old flip phone now. Yeah, I still have my old ones, and they won't let you reactivate it because it doesn't have GPS in it. So the government can't track you, so they don't let you activate it. Bob, what's the next biggest aquarium fish craze? Well, right now I feel it's shrimp, but the next one, I feel like it's whatever fish Corey is gonna get. Like that dude, if that dude shows a fish, then it's like I better buy and get ready to flip those fish because they go crazy. It's just like when Joey did that video on shell dwellers. Holy cow, I sold so many shellies locally. So you just, if you want to play the market, the fish market, just keep an eye on Joey, the king of DIY. Keep an eye on his channel. And whenever he does a video about a fish, go up and buy all those fish and resell them. It's like when he showed his flower horn. That's all anyone talked about and anyone bought for like 2 weeks. So, how many did you sell? It was close to 50. Big Steen, favorite tank you have is my 75 gallon. Well, it's this one right here that we're looking at. It looks way better now than it does in this film, and I need to reshoot it, but this is my favorite tank. Simply because it's all Tanganyikan except for like the 2 bushy nose plecos that are in it. But everything in there is breeding. Well, not everything. The Cyprichromis are breeding. The Julidochromis are breeding. The gold ocelotus are not breeding, but it's just a really cool biotope. And right now, the jungle vow that's over here on the left is like spread all across the back, and this is my favorite tank. Bob likes to gently nudge the like button, not smash. Yeah, I don't like smashing stuff, especially when we're talking aquariums. Just drop by to say, hope everybody is having an amazing day and always be positive. Thank you, Matthew. Definitely always got to be positive. Sometimes I fall into that negativity trap, I'm not going to lie. But usually I can pop myself out of it pretty fast, or Short and Anxious will start yelling at me. Lup Diesel, check the Flip Aquatics email. Are you telling Lup Diesel to check his Flip Aquatic email? Ooh, someone got in trouble. Man. Do you know Ryan Swayze? Like Patrick Swayze? I don't know who that is. Greetings from the UK. Greetings from the US. Kyle's Fish Room says, I pet my flower horn. Yeah, pretty common. Sadly, Chaz, there's a lot of tension between some channels. Some people consider other channels a commercial threat. Stupid because they miss how things really work. Competition is good for all. Uh-oh, what are we talking about? Well, what did Chaz say? Where's your logo? I don't see your logo. Oh, there it is. Sycophants, son of the guppy. What? Pleco's been getting more popular. Yeah, that's true. Luckily, I was ahead of that trend. I've had plecos forever, so it's just like the shell dwellers. Maybe I'm a trendsetter and I don't even know it, because I had shell dwellers, long before they were popular. I had plecos long before they were popular. I'm just kidding. I'm not that arrogant, I promise. Matthew Lopez says, I'm the youngest fish keeper. What kind of rainbows for a small school in a 40 breeder? You can do... Oh, man. Well, it depends on what else is in there, but if you're showcasing the rainbows, then you can do any pseudomcgills, and you could do like 20 of them, and that would be awesome. You could do dwarf neon, you could do dwarf red. Oh man, I forget the common name, but there's two dwarf rainbows that are pretty similar name. It's like dwarf neon and red laser dwarf. I don't know, but almost any rainbow will do decent. Man, my back itches. In a 40-gallon breeder, they prefer a 4-foot footprint. But if you're specifically looking for dwarf, does Seattle rock? No, Seattle is awful. I'm glad I do not live in Seattle. Bob, I just got an Aquarium water changer. Any thought on it, and what type of water changer do you use? I use the Aquarium because I feel it's exactly the same as the Python and cheaper. These Monday night streams are way more popular than the weekend ones. That's interesting. Holy cow, we're almost at 200 people. Yeah, Saturday. Last Saturday was good, but like the 4 Saturdays before that were so bad that I almost contemplating stop streaming on Saturday. So, yeah. I don't know what that's about. Nobody wants to talk fish on Saturdays. Everyone's probably going out to dinner, and now that it's getting summertime, the sun's out a little more. I understand it. I'm going to stop live streaming on Saturdays eventually regardless. So once it's really spring, I probably will not be here on Saturdays. Nick says, let's go promote on Facebook and get Bob viewers. Yeah. Big Steen, is your 125 considered a rainbow tank? I call it a rainbow tank. It's definitely the majority of fish in there. Bob, did you know that tanks in UK and Ireland are described as liters? Yep. And that the UK is different than the UK gallon is different than a US gallon? That I didn't know. But I know Like, we're the only ones like not on the metric system, so hit that like button. People are out during the weekends. Yeah, it was really good in December and January, but come February, ugh, February was awful. Rainbow fish and neon tetras, and how long does it take for them to develop the matured look? You can get a rainbow to look good and colored up in a year if you're power feeding it, or in general, just good water conditions. But once they look really good, it's probably going to take like 2 years. That's why they're so expensive. And same with Cyprichromis, really slow growers, takes a lot of time to color up, so they're super expensive too. Tuesday is the best day to live stream. Worst day is Friday night. Yeah, I don't know anything about Friday nights, because Friday night is the time where I do not YouTube. Rarely ever will you see me anywhere on YouTube on a Friday night. Aquarium of Cichlid says, I got to go, guys. See you later, fish keepers. See you later, Aquarium. Thanks for stopping by. Imperial Gallon. Oh, okay. Imperial Gallon. Okay, I have heard that. It's been a while. Planning on any hikes soon, Bob? I want to come. I plan a trip to Washington. You should come. You know when you should come? You should come in a month. You should come April. Well, I'll tell you later. Corey's probably already told you, but you should come next month. That's cool. I never got a small fish. How old were your Cyprichromis before they started breeding? Well, I don't know their exact age. I would say, I don't know. I honestly don't know. So these Cyprichromis fry right here in the video, granted this video is like 2 or 3 months old, so they're a little bigger, but this is my first batch of fry that I've ever grown out. So it's taking a long time. But I also, I don't power feed. I just keep everything natural. I'm not interested in power feeding fish and turning the temperature to 85 degrees and doing 2 water changes a day. Steenfott should have 100 million subs. He's the best. If I had 100 million subscribers, I would give out one zebra pleco a day. Daniel the tree hugger says, Bob, I'm already in Washington in a month. Oh, I'm already in Washington in a month. PA Fish Preacher is here. Hello. Tiger barb nip on you. Cherry shrimp will swim on your hand. Yep, and rainbows will peck at you. That's pretty interesting. Big J Aquatic says, I'll see y'all later. Remember, I stream Tuesday. Fish Talk Tuesday. Y'all stay cool. Thanks, Big J, for stopping by. Icy compatible shrimp or fish? Icy? Like cold ice? Cape Cod, I'm always here, but mostly listening. Yep. I don't think there are enough zebra plecos left for that. Oh, yeah, there are. Yep. Zebra pleco. That's why zebra plecos are getting way cheaper and coming way down in price, because everyone is breeding them now. And that's why the leopard frog pleco is going up in price, because it's facing the same problem in the wild, but not very many people are breeding those. Daniel, a tree hugger, says, I'm flying out to Washington for a wedding, so if you're free, I'll come say what's up. Awesome. We always plan trips to Aquarium Co-op, so maybe we can do another meetup. IC says, do you have any shrimp keeping suggestions for safe fish in cold water? Any shrimp keeping for safe fish in cold water? I'm not much of a cold water expert, to be honest, so trout. Trout cold? Oh, if you're talking like 40, 50 degrees, I have no idea. Nothing that I know comes to mind. How to know if your tank is overstocked with perfect water tests? Well, if you have perfect water tests, then your tank is not overstocked. I mean, I don't know. I was thinking about that for a minute. Like, my 125 gallon rainbow tank has, I don't know, 100, 150 fish in it. And before I put the FX6 on there, I probably had to do water changes like twice a week. But now I only have to do it once a week. But I still don't consider it overstock because my nitrates never go above 20. So, any plans on keeping green sunfish bob? They only need a 55. No. Will you be at the Aquatic experience in Chicago? Got my room reserved already. Hope to see you there. Yes, Ken. Absolutely. The flights are booked. The hotel is booked. I don't remember which one we're staying at. We're not staying at the Schaumburg Convention Center though, because that's stupid expensive. So I don't remember the hotel name. And then what else? We might have our passes. I don't know. Jessica Day says, "Hi Bob, I just lost my apple snail that I inherited with my tank, which is 2 years old. Before I got it almost a year ago, I was wondering how long apple snails live." Now that's a good question. I can tell you I've never researched that before. Maybe someone in chat can tell us before I can Google it. Apple snail lifespan. Steenfott Aquatics, would I be able to grow Java fern on a sponge filter? Yes. I'm going to tie it with a fishing line. Yes, absolutely. At lower temperatures, the apple snail can get over 3 years old, and records of apple snails of 10 years old have been reported. That's quite the lifespan. So 3 years or 10 years, which is it? But it says the estimated lifespan is 5 to 10 years. At a temperature of 25, so I guess it depends on the water temperature. At a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius, they will only live 12 to 16 months. So that doesn't really sound like the ideal water temperature then. Steve says, Bob, I have a tank up and going about 4 months where ammonia is present, but no nitrite or nitrates. What are your thoughts? If you're at 4 months and you're still at the you're still at the ammonia stage in your cycle, then I would test your tap water. I heard someone had one apple snail for 5 years. Yeah, well, you're right on, Kayla. How do I tell if a crinum bulb is sprouting? There is something white on the brown tip coming out of the top of the bulb. I'd give it a few days. It's either fungus or the plant. What is the best temp to... Oh. Where did that go? What is the best temp and water... I keep my guppies at a little over 70 degrees, like 71, 72. And in a 55-gallon tank, I run 2 sponge filters. So not a lot of flow. So, I mean, what is the best flow? I mean, I would have no idea what the best flow is, but I don't need a lot of flow. Yep, Ruruchi says low water flow at 70 to 76 degrees. Have you ever had a guppy ponds and any advice on guppy ponds? Pine tree looms, I've never had a guppy pond. I've never had any type of pond. I Like Butter says, do you use Vitachem for your fish? I was just researching that for the first time. So I've never used it, but I am looking into it. I don't know if it's something that I would use regularly or on all my fish. Like anything fish related, that like it's all over the map on what people think of it. Some people say it's a waste of money. Some people say, oh, you have to use it every day. So I don't know. I'm still looking into it. Have you ever smoked a popper? I don't know what a popper is, so, and I don't smoke, so. Can guppy fry be raised at a temp of 84 to 86 degrees? Ooh, that seems pretty high. Let's just do... Yeah, someone was going to get him, right? Block. Let's just get rid of that guy. What's your upload schedule again? So my upload schedule is Wednesdays and Saturdays, usually around 5 in the morning. And then my live streams are Monday, Wednesday, Saturday at 5 p.m. every day. However, I might start uploading videos on Monday as well. You know, I uploaded a bonus video today and I kind of liked it. So I was thinking about doing just like quick videos. Like today was just a 5-minute, it sucked. as far as the content of the video, but I just did like a 5-minute video today, and I kind of liked it. So I don't know how well it'll go over, but I might just do like 5-minute videos on Monday now, like just quick updates on anything really. I don't know. Goldfish bad at 74 degrees. I know a lot of people that keep them at 74, but I know they definitely like cooler temperatures. When are you going to join Chaz's live stream? I'm sure I'll join it eventually. I honestly don't enjoy the live streams when there's like 6,000 people on them. I feel it needs to be more controlled, because you get like 5 people talking at the same time, and then the camera's bouncing all over the place, and it's honestly, it's kind of annoying. So I hate to sound like a jerk, but like I feel like 3, maybe 4 is the max, but anytime it gets up to like 5 or 6, and people are all over the place and everyone's talking, and yeah, it's just really chaotic, and it's not really fun to watch. So Chaz is such a fun dude. Yeah, I hope to meet Chaz when we go to Peru. Honestly, that would be awesome. I really like Chaz. Over the 1 hour mark. Yeah, having a lot of fun. So I saw it hit 6, and I'm having some fun. So I don't have much to do tonight except for walk the dog and feed my face. So eventually. LOL, I maxed out yesterday at 10. Oh man. That I can't do it. I can't. Now, to be fair, I've only watched like 3 of them where there was like 5 or 6 or more people, but every single one of them was like, I can't do it. Pine Tree Loom says, I like that. Mondays are kind of bad days for me, and your vids bring me up. I mean, I probably watched the 125 makeover like 7 times. Mondays would be great. Yeah, see, and nobody else releases on Monday as far as like the big 3 or 4 or 5, like Joey or Dustin or KG. Well, KG doesn't upload at all anymore, I don't think. But yeah, I feel like Mondays, there's not a lot going on Mondays. Chaz says, yes, definitely, I would like to meet up with you and Corey. Yeah. So far, everything Chaz is doing I really like. So Bob, did you at least have fun when Jim invited us and 3 to 4 other people? Yeah, so the thing with that, yeah, that was freaking awesome. But you notice, like, if you watch that, well, I don't know if it's uploaded, but when that was happening, there was only one person talking at a time. So Jim was doing a good job at managing it, and I think that's what's lacking now. So for me, when I'm in those big group chats, whether it was there or I do a lot of other group chats outside for YouTube, when you're in those chats when there's over 3 people, so 4, 5, 6, 7 and up, you have to mute your microphone when you're not talking. And you'll see other channels that do that. That's like a rule. You have to mute your microphone, because someone could be talking, someone else coughs, and then it switches off of that person, goes to the person that's coughing, and then goes back to the original person, and then somebody else like fiddles with something or gets a drink, and it's just all over the place. So you really you have to mute your microphone when you're in those big chats and you're not talking. Or someone's dog could bark and it just starts flipping all over the place. What is Aquarium Co-op meetup? That's kind of when we all meet up at Aquarium Co-op, which is a retail store. Nick Torpy Shed Life. I love you, Bobby. All right, thank you. I think you're hopefully talking about me. Great tips, Bob, for Chaz. Yeah, Chaz, if you could get people to mute their microphone when they're not talking, that would be awesome. You can follow 600 conversation in a string. How can you follow 600 conversation in a string chat? As a moderator, it's really hard because you have to actually look at what people are saying all the time. But the Nightbot does help. I don't know how I'd mute my mic. It's usually my iPhone earbuds. It's a setting on Google. So even Charles, when you and I were live streaming, there's like a little icon down, where am I at? Like down here, that you can press on the screen to mute your mic. Of course, that could be different on an Apple because Apple's retarded, but Native one site said they get 20 centimeters. Okay, Bob. My girlfriend told me one of my Danios disappeared today. Freaking out tonight. Can't wait till I get home tomorrow to figure out what happened. Can't wait to get home tomorrow. Yeah, that's always the worst. I mean, you might have had a jumper somehow. Does Big Steen discount code apply to Aquarium Co-op in-store purchases? I think yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Is Corey here? Corey. I don't know. Are you going to the store? Let's find out. I see, though I thought it would be through Google Hangouts. Yeah, it's through Google Hangouts. Let's ask him. Does Big Steen work for in-store purchases? Live stream wants to know. Hopefully, honestly, is better than a dead fish in my tank right now. Yeah. So if they're gonna commit suicide, I'd rather them jump out too. Okay. Jessica says, "Here's a non-fish question, Bob. Have you always had huskies? This is my very first dog. I'm assuming that's what your puppy is. It's a husky shepherd mix, or have you had different breeds?" So, not in store. There you go. I don't know why my volume's still up. Online only. So not in store. So I mean, our family had dogs growing up. We had boxers. Those were actually, that might be it. Yeah. So growing up, we had 2 boxers, which were awesome, but they can jump like 10,000 feet in the air, so that was kind of a pain. But this is my first dog that I've had on my own. KG says, "I'm secretly watching this. Sergeant Tank is popping in again. Have to say hello to Fish Fam and bring back the Rick. The Rick has been spotted, I will say that." Oh, maybe not your code, then the other 10% code probably is what he's talking about. What other 10% code? I know I think you get 10% off for being in the aquarium, in the Seattle Aquarium Society. Do you think Easy Green is awesome? So far, I've been using it for about, I don't know, months and months now. So yeah, I approve. I think Sergeant is still in Florida. Crazy long vacation. I'm jealous. Island Queez Aquarium says, "The Rick was spotted." Yes, the Rick has been spotted, but that's it. Just spotted. Bob, do you like cats? Yes, it has been my dream to one day own a serval. Do you sell online, Bob? Not currently, and I don't know that I want an online store. Could you own a fish store, Big Steen? Yes, I could, but I don't want to do that either. What I like about Chaz's stream is most people are mods and no trolls. Yeah. Easy Green grows too much stargrass. Yeah. One of my corys disappeared, but he did not jump out, and the amount of time that the amount of time I just saw him would not have been enough time for the others to eat him. Could just be hiding. Maybe he's playing hide and seek. I only have 25 viewers on my streams. I wish I remembered how many I had on my first. Like my first couple streams, I didn't have chat, so it'd be hard to go back and gauge. Well, I guess I could just look. Never mind. Maybe I'll have to look later. No, get a Maine Coon. No, I want a serval. I want a serval. I have like 25 mods. No shame. So do I. I was just looking at my mod list the other day, and I have a lot. Ever go to onlinebob.com? That doesn't sound like something I want to go to. Go to Captain Savage's stream. Everyone is a mod. Get Bob views. Facebook poppers. Bob, what if you set up a website like Sergeant Tanks? You control exactly what you sell. Yeah, but what would I sell? And I don't think he's selling while he's on vacation. See, I don't want to be bogged down. I don't want to be bogged down by nothing. Like, my biggest responsibility right now is my dog, and that's it. Have you ever kept a pike live bearer? Nope. Native fish keeper. I've never kept any pike. No, I looked everywhere and moved everything, so probably jumped out, Abby. Might have jumped out. A lot of fish like to sneak out and jump out when you're doing water changes, so that might have happened. LOL, a site full of bobs. Did you go to it? It sounds like bad news to me, so I'm not even trying it. So easy to sell online now with a template website. Yeah. Yep. It is easy. I have been thinking about changing, like, not selling t-shirts, like going through one of those sites for a t-shirt, because I hate going to the post office. I hate it. Cool tangs, thank you. I agree. They're way bigger now. I need to do an update background video of this tank. Maybe that's what I'll do tonight. Is there a site full of screenshots of Bob? Probably not me, but maybe of other Bobs. I should do a monster tank with African tigerfish. I would, at this point, I can tell you I would never do a monster tank. I would do a monster tank in like 1,000 gallons, but I wouldn't put monster fish in it. Big Steen, sorry about those plecos you lost. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I want a Silver Storm Bengal. See, the thing with Bengals is, like, so I cruise Craigslist for pets and stuff, you know, looking for aquariums, things like that. And it's like every day there's at least one or two people that are like, oh, my Bengal cat got out, or somebody stole it. Well, it got out and then somebody stole it, right? If you can't expect your Bengal cat not to get stolen if you let it out. Do you approve of airline employees' daughters in leggings? I don't care. Like, how would even anyone know that? I do agree with that. They're representing the company, so they still have to abide by the company rules. So if that is a rule, then yes, you can't break the rules. When I eventually build my own fish room, I like to start selling specialty fish as well as merchandise, not as a main business, but for fun, so there wouldn't be any pressure to make profits. Yeah, see, that's the other thing, is I, like, at $20, I think I figured it out the other day, so I make like $4 a shirt. So to go stand in line at the post office for $4 is kind of a pain in the butt. So, I mean, I don't know how much I would make on selling a shirt on one of those lines that, or one of those sites that take all your profit. But even if it's like $1, I would give up $3 to not stand in line at the post office. I don't know. Big Steen, Corey hung your shirt on his wall. Yeah, I am very honored. Good breeder price for bronze, or good breeder price for bronze Corridoras? I don't know what a breeder price is. Like proven breeders? Is that what you mean? Or just adults? Chaz's Fish Channel says he will change his name to something new. If you guys change your name, you gotta let me know. See, some people at least are nice enough to come on my live stream and be like, hey, I'm changing my name, just so you know. And then a week later they come back and be like, hey, I changed my name. And I'm like, okay, good. Oh, that drives me crazy. 40 breeder for like $100 on Craigslist. It works. I mean, people don't know. Craigslist is overrated. I don't know how it's overrated. I mean, there's lots of psychos, so put your shirt on Amazon, let them sell it for you. Oh, that's not how Amazon works. Oh, no. I shall change my name. Okay. What did I miss, though? I missed Craigslist something. Oh, here we go. I hate it on Craigslist when people try to sell used fish tanks for more than $1 a gallon. See, the biggest problem I run into on Craigslist, and I'll rarely go... Well, I don't have any room right now anyways, but I still look. But people will say, like, huge 200-gallon, massive, super awesome mega fish tank, and you get there and it's like a 55-gallon. I'm like, that's not even close to 200 gallons. Will Danios eat baby shrimp? Yes. See, Bare Necessity says I got a 125 gallon for $400 with the stand on Craigslist. Bare Necessities, I got my 125 gallon brand new from PetSmart with stand, canopy, and lights for $300. Craigslist is a crap show 80% of the time. Yeah, and then the other time when you actually... So I haven't run across this with aquarium people. Usually it's someone who doesn't know what they're selling, and they say, oh, it's got to be at least 200 gallon, but it's some old lady that doesn't know anything, and it's like a 55 gallon. Or old man, young lady, whatever. So I'm not stereotyping. Other than that, like the fish people I've met on Craigslist have been really, really good people. Yes, Bob, I drove 50 miles for a 75 gallon, but it was a 40 breeder for $100. Yep. Oh, acrylic? See, now that's a good deal. I wouldn't right now because I don't have room for it. But yeah, I think going forward, I'm only going to buy acrylic tanks. I got my 125 with stand for $100. Yep. I got a 125 gallon for like $80, and then I brought it home, and it turned out I had to reseal it. So if I had known that in the first place, instead of trusting the person that sold it to me, I would not have bought it. The Chaz2325. Do I need a center brace for an 8-foot long DIY 2x4 stand? I would say yes. Even though, again, I'm not a structural engineer, even though most of the weight is going to be on the corners, an 8-foot tank would definitely probably bow 2x4. Would you rather have 20 gallons or 4 100 gallons? I'd rather have 20 gallons. I would definitely rather have more smaller tanks than less bigger tanks. How much would it cost to get a custom tank made? In Peru, it's cheaper to get one made than buying one. Here, it's way more expensive for custom tanks. Big Steen, are you considering buying a 36 bow or 55 corner? I am not a fan of bow front tanks. I do like corner tanks, but I have no plans of buying one. Can you buff out scratches on acrylic? Yes, I've done it many times, and I wish I had a YouTube channel way back when I used to actually flip tanks on Craigslist. So I would get like all these tanks that are free and then reseal them and sell them. Same with acrylic tanks. People give them away because they're scratched, and I would buff them out and resell them. So there's a lot of free stuff on Craigslist, and sometimes it's definitely worth fixing them up and flipping them. I plan on entering that 10 gallon is so pretty. I got my 55 gallon with stand, hood, light filter, 2 iridescent sharks for $50 off Craigslist. Do you still have your iridescent sharks, or are they like 10 feet long already? Do you watch Tanked? Nope, I do not. Is it bad to feed Hygrophila coriambosa leaves to my bearded dragon? I don't know that there's much nutritional value there. It's probably like us eating McDonald's. How do you breed bristlenose? Just give me some tips, please. So the main thing you want to do is make sure you're feeding them. And I say this every single time because a lot of people don't specifically feed their plecos. They just throw in flakes and assume that there's going to be enough flake left over for the plecos to eat. But nope. Feed them. Make sure you're feeding them. Feed them a lot, and they will spawn. They prefer to spawn in like a PVC tube or in any type of cave. It's not required, but they do prefer it. So the biggest tip, though, just make sure you're feeding them. I'm feeding them green beans. Well, eventually, so for instance, on my 55 gallon bristlenose tank, I throw an entire can of green beans in there. So just make sure you're feeding them. Eventually, when they're ready, they will do the rest. They are seriously one of the easiest fish to breed. Rehome them when they hit 9 and 10 inches. Hard to find someone with the right size tank to rehome. Yeah. That's another fish that I wish they wouldn't sell. Alright, so I think I'm going to go till 6:30. We'll do an hour and a half. Yeah, Damien, I mean, honestly, as long as you have a male and female and you're feeding them, they should do the rest. It should really be that easy. I don't find them any harder to breed than guppies. So, or, you know, convicts. I've had my bristlenose plecos lay their eggs like right in the substrate, right out in the open. So, minimum tank size for breeding bristlenose pleco, it depends on how much work you want. So if you want it to be easy, I would do like a 40-gallon breeder. Easy meaning less water changes. But it can be done in like a 20-gallon. It can be done in a 10-gallon if you want to do water changes every day. So just know the bigger tank size you get, the less amount of work it's going to be. What's it take for him to enter or mention the nano giveaway? I don't know what you guys are talking about there. Kayla says, okay guys, I'm out. I have a lot of adult things to do tomorrow. Night fish fam. I guess it is about 9:30 there, so. Price to sell adult to an LFS. So selling adult bronze Cory Doras, I feel like you'd be lucky to get $2 a piece. You gotta remember, they're buying wholesale, which is usually significantly cheaper than what they're selling it for. So, like around here, some stores, well, here's a good rule of thumb. It's going to be between 33 and 50% of what they're selling them for. So, if they sell a bronze Cory for $7, they'll give you anywhere from $2 to $3.50 for it. Dustin shared his talk on that annealed glass is now in short supply, so no more drilling tanks soon. So, the thing with that is, you know, Cory was talking about that. This batch of $1 per gallon will probably still be able to be drilled. I would bet you're still going to find tanks. I would go early, so get there Sunday morning, and they're certainly going to have tanks that have been sitting in their warehouse for X amount of time that are still able to be drilled. Sean says, hey Bob, I just got a few 2 to 3 inch frontosa. They will only eat flake food. I've tried frozen, brine, New Life Spectrum pellet, and Northfin pellets, and they just spit everything out. Should I be concerned? Nope. If they're eating flake food, I would not be concerned at all. Oh, CJ's Aquarium says, I'm giving away 2 free nanos. I've been seeing the talk back and forth, but I'm not catching enough of it to figure out what goes on. Trying to show love to the freshwater folks. They can enter too. Any experience selling livestock on Craigslist? I don't think I've sold any fish on Craigslist. I have sold reptiles. And reptile people are generally pretty good people too. As far as like the 3 times I sold them online. Use Polaroid sunglasses to see if it's tempered glass before drilling. Well, it's also labeled, so it'll have the label. It'll have the orange sticker. Bob, any info on a good substrate that's not sand but grows plants well for cheap? I mean, you can just go to a gravel yard and buy gravel, like river rock. So there's a place here that sells. I did have a bag of it up here, but I don't anymore. But there's a place by me that sells like pea-sized gravel that works great. It's obviously not going to have all the nutrients like an Eco Complete or Fluorite, but for cheap, it'll still grow plants. Just not as quick or as well. Contest video on my channel. Just make a 60-second video doing a live random drawing. Just make a 60-second video. Tempered glass will shatter if drilled. Yes, that is true. My green sunfish sometimes attacks my goldfish, but they are the same size. That doesn't necessarily surprise me. If you want, here we go. KG Cichlids chiming in. He should be somewhat of an expert here. I've never kept frontosas. I want to someday. If you want your fronts to eat something different, don't feed them for a day or 2. They love higher protein foods. Do dirty tank for cheap plant substrate. Yes. Yep. And people that follow me on Instagram know that that's coming down the pipe on my channel. I let out all the secrets on Instagram. Like, I've posted fish that I haven't shown on my channel yet that I've gotten. Okay, I only did that once, but I did show off my dirt for my dirty tank. So definitely follow me on Instagram if you want to know. Instagram, I feel, is like more of a real-time thing that's happening in my fish life, whereas YouTube is always lagging behind a couple weeks because you upload and schedule videos out for however long they need to go. Do I need a sponge filter for a 29-gallon tall? If you have no filtration, it would probably be a good idea. And even if you have like a hang-on back, I would still use a sponge filter because sponge filters are awesome. I know Prime, I will be moving the goldfish to another tank once it gets too aggressive. What's a good program for thumbnails? I don't know. Of a good one? Probably like some Adobe Photoshop, but I don't use it. I use Microsoft Paint a lot of the times. So yeah, I'm really bad at thumbnails, which is kind of unfortunate because thumbnails are one of the most important things for your videos. So why does everyone love sponge filters? Because they're cheap and they're super effective. Will cichlids just destroy plants? Some will, not all of them. For instance, every fish in this tank is a cichlid and I have plants in there. Whew, okay. I haven't tried Prime. I have to try them out sometime. TubeBuddy. Does TubeBuddy make thumbnails? I don't know. I am like the only person on the world that doesn't like TubeBuddy, I swear. Photoshop a chromis. Your thumbnails look great. You can kind of tell if you look at my thumbnails on which ones are just stills from the video and which ones I actually make. But I haven't decided which ones are better. Sponge filters don't suck up fry either. Yep, that's certainly true. You should come hang out on my Google Hangouts. We have like 10... Oh, I just went on a big rant about that. Bye, Bob. Got to work on a stand for something. Yep, I'm leaving in 2 minutes. Did a fish swim through your head? Probably. April says, thank you for the live stream tonight. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out. Definitely thank you everyone for all your kind comments on today's video. It really means a lot and I really appreciate it. Should I make a big angelfish tank or a big cichlids tank? Well, that's up to you. Do what you want to do. Do what you're passionate about. If you're passionate about angelfish, do that. If you're passionate about cichlids, do that. I mean, use TubeBuddy Charles or Photoshop. Hey, Bob uses Paint. Can we get a live stream from the fish room? I don't have a good internet connection. And I don't think running a 300-foot cable is going to give me a good connection either. But I've been thinking about running the Cat 6 down there. And I think I can barely make it under the 300 feet maximum. Two minutes so I can make a video of my new Tetra tank. Alright guys, fish room tour. The fish room tour is going to be out in like 2.5 weeks-ish. So there is a new fish room tour video coming out. But yeah, the next live stream is Thursday. Oh, I might have said Wednesday earlier, but the next live stream is Thursday at 5 p.m. So hopefully see everyone there. Definitely thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you, Dwayne. Thanks all the moderators, and thanks everyone for keeping it entertaining. It's been awesome. And hopefully I'll see everyone Thursday at 5.